From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 136 pounds, your host, Max Vanderwerf.
And coming from New York City, weighing 220 pounds.
220!
Your host, Carter Haskins.
This is the Root Beer Cinema Podcast, and on this episode, Mug.
And the Smashing Machine.
And the Smashing Machine.
I'm hyped for this episode.
Yeah.
And also for the next episode.
Yeah. So, as we know, Benny Safdie's solo directorial debut, The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt.
And that one MMA fighter who outacts Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Sometimes he underacts a lot.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to crack into... And we're reviewing Mug, a classic, a stone-cold classic Mug root beer.
Yeah. I could only get the enormous 2-liter, which is about the size of half of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's singular left thigh.
Okay, and I got... I'm drinking from a can that actually says New York on it.
Oh, nice. Mine says soda, which is funny.
Beautiful.
It spurted a little mug on my phone.
Yikes. And he sipped it off. But that's going to sound really good. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Dink.
All right.
Okay.
The Smashing Machine. I'm going to give some
quick
background.
Jump in.
Some bias. You can pull up the stats while I...
Go. They're up.
So I used to be a big Safdie guy. I was huge on the Safdies when I first got into movies. I liked Good Time.
Who doesn't?
What?
Who doesn't? Great movie.
Literally, Good Time, great flick. I loved Heaven Knows What.
That's great.
I still love The Pleasure of Being Robbed. I liked, what is it, Frownland? That's Bronstein, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like adjacent. I love all of them. There's all those. What's the... Oh, Daddy Long Legs.
You could mention Uncut Gems, too.
Well, yeah, I was about to, because that was the first one I had seen Good Time, but the first one I actually saw. I saw it in theaters on its release day.
Yeah.
And I fell in love as a young child.
Great film.
And I saw it in theaters 15 times or something. It's tied with Tenet as the movie I've seen the most times at 24 or something like that.
Wow.
Nowadays, I think it's just okay. I think it has something to do with the amount of times that I've seen it, probably.
1,000%.
And it's one of those things when there's a movie from your childhood that it's impossible to have even a moderately objective opinion about, because it's just I know the plot the back of my hand, and I know everything that happens and every line, so I can't really think about it. It's one of those where I just wish I wish I could approach Home Alone and judge it as a movie, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's one of those for me. And I think it's a little unfortunate, but it's just one of those things that I don't need to see for another good 5 years. But then when I do check it out again, hopefully it'll be really good. I think it's a great flick. But,
it's really well shot.
Seen it too many times. So I was really into them, and now I'm not so much anymore. And obviously, I live in New York, and all the Safdie bros are all around, and it's pretty... I'm relatively averse. I'm averse to the Safdies now.
Yeah.
But that's on me, and has almost nothing to do with their movies, because I love all their early stuff. But also, I'm not really excited for either of these new movies. I don't know if it has to do with the Safdie of it all, or
I think I'm more excited for
matter.
Marty Supreme, just because Jack Fisk and Darius, and that looks like a capital M movie.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, having watched The Smashing Machine, spoiler, I think Josh is probably the better director.
Yeah. So back to The Smashing Machine, I wasn't really excited, which is interesting, because if you caught me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would have been opening night, front row ticket. But I didn't really care that much, and I saw it pretty late. But I did check it out, and I was a little I said to my roommate Jake, who has been on the pod before.
Oh, Jake from our last episode. Yeah.
Yeah. I said to him immediately after, I feel the exact same way about the Smashing Machine than I did before I saw it. Like, not really excited about it. Like, having no expectations. It's just okay. Like, I didn't really care for it, and I feel the same as I did a month ago about the Smashing Machine now that I've seen it. Like, I'll never think about it again. I have no need to see it ever again. It's, like, just okay. But it's not bad. There's really good stuff that I like. I think Emily Blunt is doing something really special in that. She's really killing it as, like, the bimbo wife who like, is the worst.
She's doing well with the material she's given, which is really unfortunate because she's given zero fucking... It's like... I remember seeing Oppenheimer and walking away being like, Emily Blunt was so good in that movie. Yeah. And then being like, oh yeah, but she also wasn't asked to do much, and she's just good at being an actress.
Yeah.
And there's a moment in the movie, and I think they're like, the movie accomplishes the like fights between The Rock and Emily Blunt well, the bromance well, and the like addicted to drugs thing well. I would say like it checks all those boxes, and then the rest is like ebbing and flowing in quality. But there's a scene where they're like having the argument. She's like, "You don't even know me." And the movie has no fucking clue who she is. Like, she says that, and then you're just like, no one knows who this person is. Not even fucking Benny Safdie right now.
Yeah, she kind of just, like, shows up, and we see her, like, twice, and then it's like, oh, that's his wife. And then it, like, just keeps... It's really...
Girlfriend. They're just boyfriend, girlfriend the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, at the end when it said they got married, I was confused. I was like, oh, okay, I thought they were married. There's a lot of... Towards the beginning, I was like, oh, this is feeling a lot faker of a movie than I was expecting. And I feel like it is... Most of the time, it's like an attempt to be a movie. Like, it feels like it's trying so hard to be, like, a biopic. Like it feels like every scene is, like, what it thinks should happen next in a biopic. And it's kind of weird because, like, we don't really know anything about any of these people. And, like, obviously the point is to, like... Because at the end, it explains, like, no one knows who this guy is. But, like, it seemed as if we were supposed to maybe know who he was a little bit at the beginning. Like, it doesn't really...
I agree.
Kind of just throws us into, like, the midpoint of his career and is like, here's what's happening. And we're like, oh, okay. And, you know, over time you grow to care a little bit about him, but by the time that happens, the movie's over.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have gone... It's Mark Kerr and Mark Coleman. Yeah, I mean, when they go to Ohio and it's Mark Coleman living in, like, his house with all of his kids, I was just like, oh, shit, maybe this is just what the movie should have been about.
He was so good.
Yeah, I mean, he's really great in the bromance. Yeah, but there are just moments, especially the interview segments, where, like, also the interviewers were just, like... I think Benny's just stuck in, like, the curse mindset a little bit. Like, they're doing this kind of reality TV...
Oh, yeah, the way it's shot is so strange.
Yeah, some of it's, like, really beautiful, but a lot of the stuff in the, like, Arizona house is just, like... It just feels like bad reality TV, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, they're, like, they forgot to put the laugh track in during this movie scene.
Yeah, it's literally shot like Succession, and it's like there's a lot of really weird, and there's some moments where it works, but then a lot of it's like, why are we like sweeping through this house and like looking at, I don't know. I was gonna say there's some really, really funny moments, like I keep quoting the four Advil. Wow. Or like whatever he says.
Yeah.
And he like gets out of rehab and she like pops four Advil. And she's like, fuck you. Yeah. He's like, 4. Wow. Like just the way the delivery is really
I love when he says tummy.
Like... Oh yeah, he does.
That is the reason I actually wanted to see the movie, is I didn't care at all. And I watched the trailer and I was like, I don't care. But then I watched like a little promo material of them at the amusement park, and he says, oh honey, you know about my tummy. And I was just like, oh, I gotta see this.
Literally. Yeah, no, he says tummy quite a few times, and every time I was getting a kick out of it. Yeah, I feel like The Rock, I feel like he's not doing much. Like, I've heard so much praise about his... He's certainly not
He's
bad.
Gonna be nominated.
Like, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about it as if it were something much... I mean, I have... yeah, I'm more interested in the other two leads of the movie than The Rock. And I get that it's like, oh, he's finally doing a not a blockbuster or
Yeah.
whatever, but still, I feel like it's a little. And he's doing some good stuff, but I think it's a little reserved in a way where, like, I feel like a lot of people could have done this. You know?
Yeah, I think he's honestly better, I think, in the just, like, positive ray of sunshine guy. And then when they try to make these, like, bigger emotional sweeps, and it's just, like, his back is to the camera, which is to signify that he's crying and not showing us.
Literally.
Which I was just like, okay, we've been to film school. And then when he's really allowed to, like, capital A act, it's all the just yelling scenes. And so I'm just like, I bet he has more in him. I honestly think the movie is probably taking a lot away.
Yeah, I think the material isn't. I feel like Benny, he wrote this also.
Yeah.
Also, man, he should not have edited this movie.
Dude, no, the scene where...
Holy shit.
Dude, the scene where fucking Mark Coleman comes to the hospital and he's like, excuse me, what scene is what room is Mark in? And I'm just like, why? Like, I know we're doing the reality TV shit. It's just like, fucking cut that. Dude, this movie is like easy hour 15.
Yeah. It also, like, it flows pretty, not poorly, but it's like, it has a weird gait to it, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's moving in a way I don't love. And also, okay, let's talk about the, have you seen, their basketball doc?
Yeah, Lenny Cook.
Career? Yes.
I like Lenny Cook.
It's a great flick. Thoughts on that final scene? Because that really didn't do it for me. I really like it. Like
when he's like crying in the shower and then it's intricate.
No, when it cuts to actual Mark Kerr shopping in a grocery store.
Yeah, well, and then I was watching some like stuff where he's talking about like the use of 65 and the use of 16, and he's like, I always envisioned that we would go to 65. And then that scene happens and it's like, okay, it's like big and beautiful, but like you always imagined this scene to happen. You always imagined
shooting a parking lot in a grocery store with an IMAX MSN 9802.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
that was your dream. It was literally. It doesn't really matter because it looks so digital because it's like washed out because it's in this like shitty DCP. And like the rest of the movie's shot in what? It's
16, but blown up to 16? IMAX, which I think looks nice.
Oh no, the movie looks great. It's just that scene was like, to me, like Jake literally was like, oh, and when it went to digital, and I also thought it was digital at the end. And then I looked it up and I remember that someone was talking. What?
No, yeah.
I remember someone was talking about how he used an IMAX 70 camera, and I was like, when the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And it was like this, and like, why is he like muttering to himself and like laughing the whole time? Like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Well, I think he knows that they're like documenting him, and he's getting a kick out of it. He's getting a kick that he's like being filmed because he is a nobody at the end of the day. I think is what I took from it. I'm gonna give a little context. I'm about to finish my root beer, but
okay.
I saw it in the theater, very small theater called the Pickwick in like northwest suburbs, and $10 tickets, and I don't know, 120 seat theater, but there were only 2 other people in there. There was a guy and a girl, and they were on their first date. And the guy was talking the entire fucking time. Oh my god, shut up, dude.
You didn't say anything?
No, but I did the, like, stare at him a little bit thing.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, I was like, it's their second date, and she's, like, not super opposed to it. And also, I don't really care about what's happening in this movie, and it's, like, loud enough I can zone it out. And then he did, like, the arm around her, and it was, like, cute. But just, like, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Especially when there's 2, like, if there's, like, 40 other people in the theater, then I guess you can be like, you know, I'm just, like a teardrop in the pond or something.
Yeah.
But when there's 2 other people and they're sitting 5 feet away from you, just...
You should probably shut up.
You should probably shut up. You know? Just watch Netflix and chill if you want to over-explain things.
I saw this at the Dolby Cinema Theater at AMC 34th Street. So I saw it.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, it was a very underwhelming Miracle on 34th Street.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the best scene, hospital, the latter half of the hospital scene, And I thought the best scene actually is when they're comparing the centerfolds. They're like, go to page 5. Check out page 4.
Oh yeah, true.
They got you mid-kick,
Which
bro.
hospital scene are you referring to?
You know what, when he starts crying.
Wait, before you finish your root beer, do you have the runtime?
Oh yeah, you want me to go through the facts? Budget $50 million, way too much money for a movie like this. Just we could solve problems by not spending the money.
Could have been 25.
Easy, yeah. Just make it for 20, 25. I mean, it's probably The Rock is taking 20 of that. It's 2 hours and 3 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's over an hour 40. It feels like an hour 45 movie with 15 minutes of additional material. So it should be an hour and a half movie, is what I'm saying.
It feels like one of those studio mandated director's cuts where they add like every deleted scene. I'll finish mine soon too.
Yeah,
but I have the floor. I'm trying to remember like scenes, and I didn't really talk. I just don't really have much to say, but like this is sort of like a nothing burger movie to me. So I'm gonna finish my root beer. Hold on, I gotta try. This can has a lot in it, and it's like 11 a.m. So I'm struggling with this root beer. All right, Mug root beer, a classic.
Yeah, my history with Mug is I used to go to this place called Ed's Weenies, which is frankly fabulous in Littleton, Massachusetts. Best hot dog. It has fallen off. Ed has passed away. Wonderful guy. But the Ed's Everyday Special, 2 dogs, bag of Wachusett chips, and a Mug root beer. And you get this, and you eat it in your car or under an umbrella on the side of the road. And it's nice and cold and goes well with the relishy, mustardy, ketchupy dogs. So that's my background. Okay. I like it in can form. I got the 2-liter bottle. I think it's not as good in plastic. It reminds me of like a 4th grade party.
I'm going to give you guys some information. I was sipping this out of a 12 fluid ounce can.
Yep.
Which has 160 calories, 43 grams of added sugar.
Yikes.
So, in case you were curious, and it is of course caffeine free. And yeah, Mug is it's a staple, as we know.
Yeah.
It is the
Pepsi's
the
root beer.
Pepsi's root beer as opposed to the Barks.
And it's doing work, which I think honestly Mug is famous for the burps.
Okay. Well, who has A&W? Is that Dr. Pepper? Well, Coke has Barks.
Oh yeah. No, A&W is its own thing. Because it's like a chain restaurant. We've gone through this.
Oh, yes. True. We've covered this. So, yeah. That's... okay, so my take is that I don't have much history. I just sort of... Actually, something interesting that I've discovered is, do you have it next to you still?
Yeah.
You see the dog's right arm, presumably?
Yeah.
I've always thought of that as like a fur coat.
Oh, I might have also thought that at a time.
My whole childhood, I thought it was a bulldog wearing a fur coat. And I'm really upset. I just, like, right now realized that that's not what it is, and I don't like that.
You want to know what the mascot's name is?
Mug.
Dog.
Yeah,
I just looked it up.
His official name is Dog.
And he's holding some Mug root beer, which was formerly known as Belfast root beer, and then they changed the name in the 40s.
Oh. This is like one of the most classic... I love this can. Like, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's great. I love the, like, froth of the fucking...
Yeah, the froth, and then also, like, the indentation of the glass in the can.
Yeah.
On the bottom. But we haven't reviewed the root beer yet. To me, this is... I've always... I think about A&W and Barks in their own ways. Mug, to me, is always, like, in my brain, it's, like, so soft. Like, it's like a... It's like 90%
The dog is not
foam.
Establishing the vibe well.
I don't know. Well, his fur coat is that he's wearing.
Yeah.
That he's not wearing one of them.
Yeah.
I legitimately always thought of like, this dog wearing a coat is a good representation of how this root beer tastes, because it's like a padded, like frothy, like I always think of it as the softest root beer around.
It is truly. It went in me, and I was like, "Am I floating on a froth cloud right now?"
Literally, it's mostly. I think it's a big vanilla.
It's vanilla extract and sugar.
And like it's quite good.
Caramel color.
It's one of the. I think it's one of the top 3 for a reason. Top 2 even.
Yeah, if
I
you
think
wanted to
Barks
get
touches-
someone into root beer that, like, is a really picky eater and drinker that, like, only eats cheese quesadillas or something, this would be it, because it's the least offensive root beer ever. Probably.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having a problem with this unless you're like a big like butterscotch root beer guy or like a hate vanilla for some reason, and or thus drinking a root beer. That's on you.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's review it.
That's all.
We're getting to the length.
True. I'm gonna give Smashing Machine 2 root beers out of 4.
Fuck, I was gonna give it 2 root beers out of 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Stealing your ratings. Well, you usually have like a decimal in there, but I think it's perfectly middle of the road. I'll never really think about it again. It's not bad. It's not good. It's kind of weird, and
Agreed.
Emily Blunt's really good and is really funny, and I like when they fight. Not when they fight with their fists. When the couple fights, that's when it's the best.
Yeah, I will actually say the fighting itself is not great. See the movie for the thigh. See the movie for the thighs is all I'm gonna say.
The Rock's thighs.
The Rock's thighs.
Presumably. True. And then I'm gonna give Mug's a good 3 movies out of 4. You know, fuck it. We're feeling good today.
Wow. I'm gonna give Mug a firm 2.5 Advils out of 4.
Oh yeah? We're
Yeah,
changing that. Okay.
Or I'll give it...
No, you give it 2.5 movies out of 4 Advils.
Nope. I wasn't gonna put it like that.
That's
Or
not
maybe
what I said.
like...
Okay.
I don't know. 2.5 glutes out of 4. Dude, his thighs are so big.
They are pretty big.
Okay, well, see you guys next time. Like
see you
and
guys next
subscribe.
time when we review Oba.
What?
Oba.
Oba! One battle after another.
Oba. One bottle of root beer after another.
Oh, take one down, pass it around, baby.
All right.
Sayonara.
Goodbye,